Hi, my name's Prue and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my half of the Teaching Towards Success workshop. Now, I really focus on what do students need to know in order to get good academic results. When I was at school, I think I knew a lot of these things automatically, and then I became a teacher and I realised, wow, lots of people don't actually know how to get good marks at school, and this is why a lot of our students are frustrated. So some of the areas I focus on are things like time management. So I look at techniques of things like wall planners, using the diary effectively, how students can deal with distractions, particularly things like Facebook, and how students can get themselves working and setting up habits for success at home. I look at organisation. How do we get students to manage all the paper that they're given, using different types of systems with folders. I also look at how students can improve the way that they actually study. So this involves looking at making study notes and summaries. What do good notes look like? How do students do them? What should teachers' role be in doing this? And I also look at how students then can move to the next stage of study, which is how they learn the information. And this means, of course, not just reading it and crossing their fingers and hoping, and then also doing a lot of practice. In all of the techniques that I look at, I'm always looking at the perspective from, okay, students have to go out there and do this, but what can we as teachers do to really help them implement some of these strategies? And I think certainly we can't fix everything, but we can focus on the areas that we can change and really start to affect, I guess, a real change for students in the approach that they take and the techniques that they implement. I think as a teacher, part of our role is not just teaching the content, but teaching students how to learn. So learning how to learn. How do I take what I've done in class and then learn from that in a really effective and efficient way? And that's what I focus on my half of the day. So look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.